High school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Welcome to Cure Insurance Arena, and what a matchup. Mercer County Tournament, the finale of this tournament in the boys bracket. Trenton Central, the number 1 seed. They're now 24-1, taking on 3 seed Notre Dame. The Irish coming in 16-8, but playing their best basketball of the season. Can they come away with another upset to win this tournament? Welcome to Cure Insurance Arena. Welcome back, I should say, to Cure Insurance Arena. Keith Noonan, Rich Fisher with you. We'll bring you all the action. Thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible. Capital Health System, Holdeman Ford Subaru, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, New Jersey Education Association, and by Notre Dame High School, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, as well as the Trentonian Henry J. Austin Health Center, Capital Area YMCA, the Italian People's Bakery, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, Be Suited, as well as Mako in Ewing. Rich Fisher, this is a fantastic matchup for the tournament, and you have talked to both the coaches. We'll get to that in just a moment, but your initial thoughts on this great matchup.
Well, it's like you said. I mean, like you said, Notre Dame has gotten hot at the right time. You know, I said last night that Notre Dame playing well against Ewing and beating Ewing, I would never have thought possible 3 weeks ago. Last night I did think it was possible that it did happen. I can say the same thing tonight. 3 weeks ago I wouldn't have given Notre Dame a chance to be in this game. Now anything can happen. I mean, they're playing with confidence. Last night's win was an absolute grinder. They had to rally back from a couple of deficits. Luke Foley had to make a free throw for the ages with 0.04 seconds left in overtime to win it. We were questioning a few of Tim Stevens' motives last night, and it turns out we were idiots, as usual. We'll get to that with the interview, but turns out Steve Smithallier did not have 3 fouls. We thought a jump ball was a foul, so we were wrong about that. And then we found out why he had the timeout when Luke Foley was about to, shoot the free throw. We will get back to that in a minute. Notre Dame's going to have to be at the top of its game, of course. I mean, the Irish showed it can play with Trenton. Only lost by 9 in the regular season. And that was one of those mid-range scoring games. With the final was 50-41. And if Notre Dame can do that again, yeah, they're going to have a great chance. They know Mathallier is going to be at his best. Chris Wilson played him tough last time. That matchup with Steesh is a big one. The Irish guards are going to be hard-pressed to keep up with Trenton's Antoine Bridget and Cabe Goss. So that'll be something to watch. And defensively, you'll hear this in the interview with Darrell Williams, is
Darrell Young.
Darrell Williams is the referee. I don't know. Sorry, pup. Anyway, that is going to be a key defensively as well. Both teams are playing with extreme confidence. Trenton's only lost once all year. Notre Dame's won 5 of its last 6, 7 of its last 9. Trenton's always a threat to break a game open with its defense, transition buckets. But I kind of see it could be an even game pretty much throughout. I know I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hearing what these coaches have to say. So let's get right to it. Cure Arena with the Mercer County Tournament Finals, and we are talking to Coach Tim Stevens of Notre Dame. And, Coach, your team's playing with the house money, but, boy, are they a confident bunch.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of the effort and the adversity they've been facing this year, and it doesn't faze them, and we intentionally have got a tough out-of-conference schedule to get us ready for moments like this, and the fact that we were able to find a way to win last night just shows you that they've been learning and working their tails off all year.
Now, as we were just talking off the air, we had 2 errors in the booth last night. Shocking that Flash and I would make mistakes, but you just told us Steesher did not have 3 fouls in the first quarter. He only had 2. It was a jump ball we thought was a foul, so we apologize for that. Secondly, we were wondering why the timeout when Luke was going to the line, but we discovered that he was hurt and you had to call that timeout so he could shoot the free throw. Is that correct?
That is correct. Luke actually asked for the timeout because he kind of got his leg hit up against the padding under the basket on the foul. And he was having a little trouble walking, but he said he could walk it off. So we gave him a minute to kind of get ready. I did feel like I was icing my own shooter, but and it kind of did on that first one. But I knew Luke had it. He's, like I said last night, he's a winner, and I couldn't be prouder of him for stepping up in that moment.
Oh, my God. I mean, when a guy misses the first shot, when you have two shots, it's like, I just got to make one or two. When you miss it, then you got to make it. What I mean, you saw it went off the back of the rim, the first one. Sometimes they loosen up a little bit and it goes off the front of the rim. He got it just in time. What were you seeing? What was going through your mind during that?
Honestly, I went right back to what he did at the end of the third quarter when he's out there by himself in an arena like this, getting the 3 shots right at the end of the third. Missed the first, came back and drilled the next 2. So I knew he was gonna get one. And even if not, I told him in the huddle during the timeout, we're not losing here. It's 0.4 on the clock. We're not losing here. We either get another 4 minutes of basketball or we win the game. So go win the game for us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just the tenseness, the intensity, everything. Yeah. You guys knocked them off. Now you got the big dog, Trenton. You played them pretty tight. I mean, it was a 9-point game the first time. What has to go different this time?
We got to be +9, I guess. Listen, we just have to continue to do what we're doing best, and that's play defense. Limit their paint touches, contest everything on the perimeter. They had Goss this time, who we didn't see last time, but we had a couple guys. Our bench is a little bit deeper, and we're definitely healthier than we were a month ago. So, we got to rely on our defense, try and slow the game down, make it a half-court game. That's definitely favorable for us.
How much confidence is this team playing with right now?
Oh, it's through the roof. Everybody says it's house money, but you look at these kids and they know that they belong here. It's not we don't feel like we upset anybody. We just played great basketball against great teams, and we found a way to be where we want to be.
That's a great way of putting it. One last thing, I'll let you run. I understand there's a connection with you and Coach Fisher and a couple of the Trenton High coaches.
Well, we all, Coach Fisher and myself, started with Bob Schertz and Rasan Thompson over at West Windsor South, and we had the pleasure of coaching Austin Witter and Ryan Witter. So seeing those guys over there on that bench and me and Fish over on this bench, it brings up a lot of great memories we had with those guys. So it'll be fun to battle them tonight.
Okay, well, we're talking to Tim Stevens, a much better coach than we gave him credit for last night. Hey, Timmy, thanks, man. Good luck.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yep. All right, we are here with the number 1 seeded Trenton coach, Darryl Pump Young. First question, Pump, very big one. What was with the 2 different color shoes last night?
I'm a sneakerhead, Rich, and that was a special Jordan that was made, and I'm a big sneakerhead, man. And I wanted to wear something different for the arena.
Gotcha. Okay. You didn't sign some multi-million-dollar contract with Nike, right, or anything?
Hey, as much money I have spent with Jordan and Nike, I should get something.
We'll call LeBron, see what he can do. Well, Greg Grant should be able to get you something. I mean, that guy's got contacts. Hey, you're playing a very dangerous team tonight. This team is playing with a lot of confidence, and they fear nothing. How do you look at this matchup?
Notre Dame is always dangerous, man. Every year, the Notre Dame game is actually a rival for the kids. Trenton, Notre Dame, football and basketball has always been a big rival. I never sleep on Notre Dame. I approach this game, Fist, like it's one of the biggest games of the season. So what they did last night didn't surprise me. They did it last year. My guys, if you remember last year, Robbinsville got us early in the year, and my kids they wanted Robbinsville bad. And I told them, no, wait till the game's over, and we take whoever we get. And Notre Dame had a hell of a game, and they won it.
Yeah, well, now you got a guy like Steisher Mathalier. What do you do with a guy like that? Keep him away from the bucket?
With a kid like that, man, okay. With a kid like that, our main thing is he don't bring the ball up. So we want to be able to pressure their guards and make everything tough for him when he catches the ball. We got to dig down. We got to trap him. I want to see if he can pass it out of the trap. And if you watch the first game we played, we had success with that. Chris played pretty well against him, and I hope Chris can duplicate that game tonight.
Right.
But he's a big kid, man. We don't see nothing else like that around here. So he's always the guy that you got to focus on when you play Notre Dame.
Yeah, we talked about this in the Nottingham game. Not you and I, but me and Keith. Maybe if you do pressure the guards, it makes it tougher for them to get the ball into them.
And that's my goal. Anytime I go against a team that has a dominant big, my goal is always, what are their guards like? If their guards can't handle pressure, my thing is to put the pressure on their guards so they can't get it to the big guy. Right. He has to have the ball entered to him. He's not bringing it up and taking you off the dribble. So if my guards can apply the pressure that I want tonight, I think we'll be comfortable tonight.
Well, Pup, I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a good showcase for the county. Good luck to you, man. You haven't done it since 2008, so good luck.
Fish, man, I hope my guys can bring this home, man. I got a call from a couple of coaches in the CBC asking me to bring it home for the public schools tonight. So we want to get it back to the public schools, man.
All right. There you go, brother. All right, Pup, good luck.
All right, Fish, great job, and getting set for the starting lineups here from Cure Insurance Arena. Darrell Young and Tim Stevens talking this matchup, and it should be a great one as Fish outlined for everyone.
Well, yeah, and here's that little side note. A couple of the Trenton assistants played for Tim Stevens and his assistant Brian Fisher when they were assistants at West Windsor South.
Right.
So, you know, you could tell. I was watching Pup and Tim talk before the game, and these guys like each other. They have a lot of respect for each other, and this is a really good matchup. This is just I hope we have a good crowd, and I hope we have a good game. You know, it is. Yeah, I found it interesting that Tim goes, you know, we don't look at it as an upset. We look at it as playing a great team and beating them. And, you know, they just keep going along. They don't get intimidated by the record that the other team has. They just go out and play hard and play defense. And we saw last night they were relentless. But, again, Trenton's taken on all comers. Trenton has been absolutely spectacular this year. And, boy, I'll tell you what, they really do want to win this.
Yeah.
Because to have a season like they've had so far, and then to come up empty in your county, well, that'd be like a dagger in the heart, really. And, you know, but Notre Dame doesn't care about that. They're not like, oh, well, Trenton's really good, we should let them win. Notre Dame says, well, we haven't won since 2016, so, you know, we want to win too. So, you know, I think it's going to be a good one. I really do.
It should be great, and you know, obviously Trenton, like we've talked about, has been the favorites pretty much every game they've played this year, but that really does not matter in a win or go home situation. They've won to get here as they believe they should have, and Tim Stevens' team a bit of an underdog, but not playing like one at all right now. And we're going to take a timeout, step aside for the national anthem, and come back with the tip right here on WBCB.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer County.
Championship round of the Mercer County Tournament about to come your way here from Cure Insurance Arena. Keith Noonan, Rich Fisher with you. Notre Dame Irish, Luke Foley, who was the hero last night. Chris Vlahos, another starter. Jake Croce, Donovan Cottrell, and Steisher Mathelier. Those the starters for Tim Stevens' squad, who have played so great to get here, and they're going to have to do it one more time. And they played a very tough overtime game, got the win for Darrell Pup Young. Antoine Bridget 5 away from 1,000. Devontae Hudson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I get so excited about it being the championship game, I forgot about that. We should have talked to Pup about that.
Cade Goss and Calvin Moore, as well as Chris Wilson, who's about to do the tip. We are underway. Fight for the ball. Luke Foley saves it in. It's going to be about for Notre Dame. Can they get Steisher the ball? Can they make shots? And can they somehow stop this Trenton offense? And a loose ball after the missed shot by Luke Foley, who soared into the rim.
He did soar.
But this Trenton defense has been the mainstay, right, Fish? That's how they've really been winning their games.
Right.
Because they can win, like you said, low scoring and high scoring.
Yep. When
the offense gets going, they're nearly unbeatable. But sometimes in this offensive set, they slow things down and they miss shots.
Right, defense has to win the game.
Floating shot in the lane, and if that's going to be the case all night, the Irish are in trouble as Chris Wilson draws first blood. That was a really tough shot.
I'm sure Chris Wilson, he had a rough shooting night last night. So he loves coming out and hitting that first shot.
Jake Croce moved towards the baseline to Steisher. Double team. Steps in. Foul and count it over Chris Wilson. And we talk a lot about foul trouble. That's one quick foul on Chris Wilson.
Right.
And again, we do apologize. They don't put the fouls up on the board. So it certainly was the case that we missed one last night. We tallied one up when there wasn't there, and nothing we can do.
Yeah, Tim Stevens.
Mistake.
Tim Stevens took it very well. I'm sure if he'd have lost, he'd have hated us. But he was joking about it down on the court. Officials tonight are Bobby Davidson, Troy Stevenson, and Smiling Abe Johnson.
The best. Great crew.
This is
very good.
Is a solid crew.
3-2 early on. Hudson inside. Great move off the glass. Missed the shot. Well, with Mathelier in there, in that paint, it's going to be tough for Devontae to hit those shots. Steisher with it down on the block. He scores again.
You know, Steisher really turned it on in the second half last night.
He played great in the second half.
He's carrying that right over into tonight.
Cade Goss steps in on Mathelier and got it knocked away. He tried to get it into the paint, but Steisher was in the passing lane. He's disrupting everything right now. Back down to Steisher, going to work, kicks it out. Cottrell for three, just missed. Steisher fights for it, but it's out on him.
Well, and that's what Notre Dame wants to do. They missed that shot, but, you know, they got Steisher going early. Then Notre Dame collapsed on him, and you had Cottrell right out there for an open three. It just didn't go down.
Calvin Deuce Moore bringing it up. Hands off. Antoine Bridget, the general, kicks it back out into the corner. Moore looking for some space. Good defense by Foley.
Yeah, Moore just kind of dribbling through everybody there.
Such athleticism from all of these guards. This backcourt for Trenton is unbelievable. Jake Croce trying to strip it free. Wilson launches a three, connects. Man, cold shooting night last night. Who cares?
Sports athletics never fail to amaze me. You know, I mean, you watch a guy last night, he couldn't buy a bucket.
And Luke Foley, too. We watched what he did last night. Seemingly out of nowhere, 11 points in the third quarter as Mathelier gets trapped, lost the handle, taken away by Calvin Moore. Long pass ahead, Goss moves baseline and say a push.
Oh, okay.
Tim Stevens pointing the other way, but they do call a foul.
Yeah, I think they called that on Jake Croce.
Trenton ball on the baseline.
For just joining us, Ewing won the first game against Hightstown.
Good pass, but a missed shot by Wilson. Notre Dame has it. It's incredible to watch that Ewing girls team. They are just so good.
They're a machine. Let me tell you something, too. They were excited about this. It was the second year they won it. They were acting like it was the first time.
Cade Goss knocks it out of play, looking for Vlahos over there.
By the way, that is the first time in Ewing history that a girls team has won back-to-back MCT titles.
Wow, congratulations. What an accomplishment.
Yeah, Monty's done a good job with that team, and he's got some great, great players.
Jay Croce reverse lay-in. Won't get it to go. Cottrell right there, and he missed, just falling off the rim. Fight for the ball goes to Vlahos. Hustle play of Notre Dame. We saw it all last night. You're seeing it again tonight.
Oh, they're gritty.
Backdoor pass, layup good with a left hand. Chris Vlahos.
Wow, could Foley have thrown a better pass? He thread the needle right through a bunch of traffic.
Inside, Antoine, great move. He's 3 away from 1,000.
I don't know if they can stop a game during a county game or not.
I think they've done it before. I think a Trenton Catholic player did it once.
Yeah, I think you're right.
3 or 4 years ago. And I believe they did stop the game briefly.
Yeah, you can't make a big deal out of it. You got to recognize it and go.
Letelier in traffic. Great move inside. Puts it in.
Wow, nice spin move. That was impossible to stop right there.
He is having his way down there, and that's not a good sign for Trenton.
Not at all.
Calvin Moore, great pass into Hudson in the lane. And whistle on the floor.
Can't believe Tim Stevens is leaving him in there with no fouls. Oh, wait. Oh, my.
That's embarrassing.
Nah, if that's the worst thing we do in our lives, Flash, we're doing all right.
Probably true. That's a foul. I saw the arm go up. Hudson tried to drive.
Hudson coming off a big one last night. You notice who the PA announcer is for these games?
Joe Drulis.
Joe Drulis.
Notre Dame baseball coach.
Drulis, I didn't realize he was so acclaimed for his public speaking. He's also the
great
MC at the Notre Dame Hall of Fame.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I got to get to one of those just to watch him.
Yes.
Heckle him and throw things at him.
He's such a great guy.
One of the best. And his wife is a great girl.
Devontae with 20 points last night, and he ties the game at 9.
His wife does all that fundraising for Anchor House.
Yes, the charity.
All that.
Yep.
Kathy is great. Kevin, of course, his son, is one of the Notre Dame assistants.
Mathis fires a 3. Can't connect. Antoine out on the break. 3 from 1,000. Just something to keep in the back of your mind. He launches for 3, and he'll have free throws.
Oh.
And 3 of them at that.
This will make the drama build, huh, if he makes them one at a time. 998. 999. It's like Chinese water torture.
Frenzy.
Frenzy. Yeah. You made that up, right, Flash? Or maybe
no, it was
I
did.
Me.
You did.
Nick Hughes looking over it. That's right, I did. I forget. Nick Hughes, Nick Gallagher.
Nick Hughes.
There's one. 998. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there it is.
All right, Flash, give it your call, buddy.
The General, 1 away from 1,000. The General is Trenton's next 1,000-point scorer. Antoine Bridget joins the Rafters.
Joins the Rafters. Great way of putting it. And a lot of guys, a lot of great players up in those rafters. So to put yourself up there, that's pretty good. Antoine, he's been there since a freshman. We've watched him improve every year. We've enjoyed watching his growth. just as the coaching staff has, and such a nice kid. We talk to him a lot, and very thoughtful with his when he speaks, and great to see it. Now Trenton with 2,000-point guys on the roster at the same time. Not sure when the last time that happened, but good for Antoine.
And we talked a little bit briefly after one of the games recently with Antoine's father, who's a coach on the roster for Trenton. And, there's no kid, and I know that you agreed with this when we were talking to him, there's no kid that you'd rather see be successful than him. And he's just a great kid, like you said. We've interviewed him a million times because he's just been a great player over his career. And happy to see him get it in a big stage. I'm sure he would have liked to possibly get it at home, but on this stage, I'm sure he's okay with it. And now,
this is the next best thing here.
Right. So that celebration's over, and he's hoping for another one. You know that. He's worried about the second celebration right now.
He's more worried about that than he is about the 1,000.
No question.
He knew the 1,000 was coming. What was that, a turnover? I didn't see it. Well, no, they inbound.
Correct.
That's right. Sorry.
Stoppage of play, all good. Tipped around, Goss.
That was a turnover.
Long pass, Hudson with a finger roll.
Yeah, he was debating whether to slam it. Didn't.
Trenton 14-9. Mathelier, high post. Gives it off Foley. Can't hit the three, but leaping up to put it up is Vlahos. And players tied up. Jump ball going to Trenton. Tamir Fennell in the game. The big man trying to help out a little bit down low. Didn't get a ton of playing time during the regular season, but started to get some more recently. Hudson on the block, pushes his way inside. Floater won't go. Good defense by Mathis.
Who got the rebound?
Mathis.
Thank you. Trying to get this tweet out about Antoine. They're not giving me a chance.
Next stoppage of play, you'll be okay.
It's a do it now world. Flash.
Oh, okay. Cross-court pass. Vlahos sets up for three, and he nails it.
And you talk about a guy just like Chris Wilson yesterday who struggled from the field. So did Vlahos. And for him to come back and nail his first shot, that's got to do wonders for him as well.
14-12, opening quarter. Mercer County Finals. Kick out, Moore for three. Got it! Deuce Moore with a triple that time. Stole and a lay-in. Devontae Hudson with a finish, and the Trenton fans on their feet. Almost another one.
This is where Trenton can blow you open.
It's 19-12. Tornadoes defense wreaking havoc. Foley, high post again. Steesher puts it on the floor. Head and shoulder fake, got it blocked. Tamir Fennell with a block and the rebound. Antoine rushing up the floor, gets stopped by Vlahos in his tracks. Gabe Goss eyeing up the defense. That gives it back to Antoine. 25 seconds opening quarter. This crowd is electric right now. 16 seconds. Antoine dribbling around. Vlahos playing tight defense. 10 seconds. Antoine moves to the far side. Floater short. Misses everything. Foley. More magic from him. Possibly. Oh! Almost!
Oh! Wow, would that have been wild.
Trenton 19, Notre Dame 12. A very entertaining first quarter. Mercer County Finals right here on the WBCB Sports Network. Back after this.
3 exceptional dining spots. PJ's Pancake House, bringing you the best pancakes since 1962, along with great burgers and sandwiches. More than just breakfast, PJ's Pancake House, with 4 locations in Mercer County. In Princeton, visit More Than Q Barbecue, offering savory barbecue fusion dishes in homemade sauces. And when in Lambertville, visit Tavola Rustica for classic Italian dishes like pasta, veal, chicken, and their famous pizza. All 3 great restaurants are good. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Cure Insurance Arena. Keith Noonan, Rich Fisher with you here from Cure, and it's the Mercer County boys basketball final. The champion will be crowned here tonight. The Irish, the 3 seed, Trenton, the 1 seed. Trenton with 1 loss all season long. They lead after one, 19-12. In what was a very physical and entertaining first quarter. And this crowd is jumping. Notre Dame student section over there in the right-hand corner. I'm sure Nick can get a shot of that eventually.
Nick can do whatever he wants.
Oh, yeah.
This is his 6th game in 24 hours.
Yep.
He's in a roll.
He is. Cottrell on the drive. Pass out to Foley. Foley launches for 3. High hop off the back iron. Rebound grabbed by Brazil Fields. Long pass. Hudson. Easy layup. Notre Dame cannot continue to allow that.
Not at all. That's, like I said, that's where they'll kill you.
21-12, Trenton lead. Foley has not hesitated to shoot the last few nights, which is a good thing for Notre Dame. He's made a lot of big shots. Good pass by Steesher, and floating shot won't go for Cottrell through some contact. Trenton on the break. Hudson moves into the paint, passes out. Brazil Fields sets up, hits the 3.
Wow.
Brazil Fields. Trenton playing really well, and Trenton fans showing their approval. It's 24-12. Timeout, Tim Stevens.
Why not show your approval? This is great stuff if you're a Trenton fan.
If you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. Henry J. Austin Health Center delivers patient-centered, high-quality health care for everyone in Trenton and in Mercer counties. With over 4 sites located throughout Trenton, Henry J. Austin Health Center providers are there to help with your medical needs. You're looking for affordable prescriptions? Visit Henry J. Austin Pharmacy Department, located at Warren Street location. You can go to their website, henryjaustin.org, the Center of Wellness.
The Center of Wellness.
How's that for a tagline?
That's something they'd never apply to you and I. You come up here at this table and you're not well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Glad you brought that to my attention. I should be concerned about that, it sounds like.
It's what I do, Flash.
Yeah, okay.
I like to try and keep you.
You're a good friend. You look out for me.
I like to keep you humble.
Absolutely.
Keeping myself humble at the same time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Brazil Fields gets in the passing lane, deflects it out of play. Mathis comes out. J.P. Merloose in the game for the first time for Notre Dame.
Trenton has doubled up Notre Dame right now. Notre Dame, this is they've been very good. We've seen them come back from these and never let a team. There you go.
Good pass underneath. Foley a little too strong off the backboard there and missed the shot. Inside, Wilson denied. Mathelier, but wide open in the corner. Chris Wilson misses everything. Chase after the ball. Devontae Hudson floats it in. It's batted to Fields and one. What a play from Trenton!
Holy cow! That's, you know what, and that's where you know it's going good.
Brazil Fields looking for a quick 6 points.
How about Brazil Fields? You know, not used to seeing him jumping in the scoring column like this.
And he does. A quick 6 for him. He nailed a 3. That makes that great play.
15-point lead. I'm a little surprised.
I am. Extra pass. Cottrell. Short on the 3. Gets his own rebound. Good pass to Vlahos. Got it knocked out of bounds by Goss. But it's off of him. That's the thing, and we talk about it a lot, Fish, is it doesn't always have to be Devontae Hudson or Chris Wilson or Antoine or Goss. Like,
No,
they have
there's
depth.
such
a deep team that
they play defense and they have depth. They can survive a little bit of foul trouble.
Yep.
They you know.
Almost another turnover. Good pass to Steesher in the lane, finishes.
Good job by Steve. Got it. Knew right away what he wanted to do with it, no hesitation, and that stopped quite a run by Trenton.
27-14 now, Trenton.
That was a 20-2 run that the Tornadoes were on. 20-3 run, I'm sorry.
Goss gets open, pumps, fires it inside, kick back out. Brazil Fields. Good defense by the Irish. Vlahos on defense off the high screen. Goss chisels in and bounces it a couple of times back out to Bridget. 5 and change, second quarter. Mercer County Tournament Finals. Goss launches, in and out. Fight for the rebound, loose ball. Luke Foley has it for the moment and is able to pass out to Cottrell, who lofts it over to Merloose. Vlahos with it on the far side. Foley again, missed.
Shots are just not going down tonight for Notre Dame.
Goss wide open for three, transition, of course. And Daryl Pump Young at it almost half court, taking a timeout. His team playing as good as ever. It's 30-14.
I wonder what he says. What does he say to him? You're playing really good. Go out and keep playing good.
And that way, he ran out almost onto half court to
Yeah,
get that timeout, as if something was going horribly wrong.
Yeah, right. It was like Brandon Johnson when he got hit with the technical in the Trenton game, which was unfortunate because all he wanted to do was get a timeout. But that was like 3 seconds left. You're trying to get it. Pup's team just went up 16. Timeout. Stop this.
Make your New Year's resolution to
we
stay in shape.
We love them.
Stay healthy. He's the best. Your Capital Area YMCA, 359 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Adult, senior citizens, your hometown Capital Area YMCA offers fitness classes to meet your goals with convenient hours. They've got all types of classes. State-of-the-art workout equipment. Go to capitalymca.org. Offering you a better and healthier lifestyle
now,
in 2023.
Flesh, the next time I go down to do the pregame interview with him, remind me to ask him about that.
And it's funny, you remembered about the shoes that we discussed yesterday.
Well,
which I had forgotten about.
Well, because I looked at his shoes tonight and they were pretty funky.
There you go.
And I was like, whoa, but they're the same.
Foul on the floor on Trenton on Demir Bailey, looked like. And Croce coming back in. Chris Vlahos coming out. And if Notre Dame wants to climb back in, he's going to be one of those guys who's going to start to need to make some shots.
Well, everybody's going to have to make some.
Well, Cottrell trying to start that trend, but he missed. Inside, and offensive foul. Probably should have been a travel, but an offensive foul anyhow on Merloose. (30-14), Trenton with a lead. Mercer County Finals in the boys bracket. Calvin Moore running the point. Goss gets open, but a foul. Made the shot, but who's the foul on? And looks like it's offensive.
Yeah, off the ball.
Well, they tried to set up the high screen to get him open, and evidently somebody was moving.
Break for Notre Dame because he drained that.
Yeah. And he was open, but it was because of an illegal screen.
You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay, I heard you. I have some falls. You want a mental lift this?
No, not allowed for me.
Not allowed. You have to tell me that one off the air.
Jump ball.
You know, with HIPAA and all.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Just when I'm broadcasting, you can't be chewing on something.
Oh, I see.
can at least.
I just sort of shove it over into the corner of my mouth.
Yeah, that's it. You can wing it.
Well, I don't have great elocution anyhow like you.
Well, that's something that,
comes with time.
As a play-by-play person, you should focus on.
That's exactly right.
So you don't have to worry about that at all.
Right, I could just talk like some sludge.
You could be eating an apple, He could be doing a lot of different things. Brazil Fields, another bucket. It's 8 points for him off the bench.
At least I took my headphone off when I ate the apple last night.
Well, and also it's imperative when you're broadcasting to keep the headset on.
Yeah, well, I missed a few plays. I'll probably get docked.
Bill Render's in the building.
Yeah, I know.
With
Yeah,
Foley.
I know. He was bugging me while I was trying to do the first game.
Knocked free and out of play off of Cape Goss.
All of a sudden, they have made it a little difficult for Steesh to get that ball and operate. He was wheeling and dealing in the first 4 minutes of this game. And Notre Dame got off to a 9-7 lead.
Steesher over to Croce. Inside pass, foul, and 2 shots upcoming for J.P. Merloose, who will go to the line.
Well, everything's big
Rather,
for
it's
Notre
Cottrell.
Dame.
My apologies.
Everything's big for Notre Dame. They've got to hit. They've got to make foul. They got to start trying to climb back into this thing. I'm going to try to get it under double figures. Under double figures by the half if possible.
Cottrell setting up for his second. Good from the line. Fennell inbounds it to Calvin Moore. They work it up to Fields, who's hot.
Yeah, he is.
Croce's on him.
8 big ones.
Open shot, and Bailey can't connect. Fight for the board. Nicely done. I believe it was Cottrell that won it there for Notre Dame. Give it to Croce. Down low, there's Steesher. Blocked, from behind, but a foul. Tamir Fennell's going to pick him one up. Got a lot of ball, but evidently got him with the body.
Yeah. See, former Trenton High girls coach Reggie Murray here. He's now the Mercer County College women's coach.
Very nice.
Always good to see Reg. Had a few laughs with him. Actually, I wouldn't even have noticed him, but he kept yelling when I went on the court to tell the security people, "Don't let that guy in." How did he get in here?
I can't imagine at an event like this how many people must stop you to just talk that you haven't seen in a while.
I don't mind it. I mean,
No, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
you've been around here for so long. That's not an old joke.
No,
I'm just saying.
I get
in
it.
general, yeah.
No, it's cool. I like
Yeah.
it. I like running into these people. Sometimes I don't have time because I'm trying to.
Well, right. You're
get
trying to
stuff
hustle
done.
and yeah.
Always good to see Reggie, though. Love that guy.
2.5 minutes to play, first half. Goss gets open, but another illegal screen on Trenton.
How about that, huh?
They have been trying to screen him open the last few possessions. They've done it, but unsuccessfully because they've been called for fouls.
Well, you figure at this point of the year, you got the playbook down where you know where to go.
Well, it's a credit to the Notre Dame defense as well, because evidently they're forcing that contact, and while they're moving, it's illegal. Foley trying to set things up again. Foley through traffic, falls down into the paint, and Vlahos missed from in close, and a foul.
On Notre Dame.
See who it's on. We'll see if we can try to see.
Vlahos.
Yes.
Boy, that would have been nice for Notre Dame. I mean,
Yeah,
they're on a little bit of a roll, 4 in a row. That would have been 6.
Yeah, and that they're in the penalty now.
Yeah.
Trenton with 6 fouls and Notre Dame with 7.
Yeah, that's a turnaround there.
It'll be Bailey to the line.
Demir Bailey, another one of those bench guys that could, if you had to start him, he would do a good job.
Missed the 1-and-1. Irish, this is a big possession here. Trying to inch back closer. They trail 32-18. Foley picks up his dribble. Gets it to Steesher. Back to Foley. Foley, good pass. Long jump shot. Canned. Chris Vlahos.
Yeah, nice job by Vlahos to get himself open with the dribble, and didn't make much of a move, just did a quick dribble to the left, and boom.
Goss almost lost it.
Here come the Irish.
Yep. 32-20 now.
Yeah, we said get it under double figures by halftime, and they're threatening to do so.
Bailey hands it off. Bridget moves in, kicks out.
Oh.
Goss couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah.
Now he has to drive in, but he fires it to the corner. Antoine thought about a three. Good defense by Vlahos. And now they'll swing it around the arc. Chris Wilson stops, kicks it out. Bailey launches. He connects. Rattles it home for the three.
You know, Notre Dame did such a great job of getting out on their three-point guys on that possession. They got out on Bridget quick, they got out on Goss quick, and so then Bailey makes it.
Steischer with a great left hand. He wanted a foul, won't get it. 35-22.
That's 13 for Steischer.
And if you were to tell Notre Dame that Steischer has 13 points and no fouls, but Trenton was still up by this margin, I don't think they'd believe you.
No.
Trenton has just played that well.
Why don't you go down there and say to Tim Stevens, can you believe this?
Goss hits the elbow jump shot. Foley, coast to coast, falling down. Luke Foley has just been tremendous. Trenton moving quickly. 37-24, 12 seconds left in the half. Goss lofts one up, no call. 7 seconds, Foley turns it over. 5 seconds, Bridget across the floor. Bailey for three, just missed. And that'll end the half. Trenton 37, Notre Dame 24. Mercer County championship game on the line, and Trenton with a lead at half. Back to talk about it in a moment on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Here are 3 exceptional dining spots. PJ's Pancake House, bringing you the best pancakes since 1962, along with great burgers and sandwiches. More than just breakfast, PJ's Pancake House, with 4 locations in Mercer County. In Princeton, visit More Than Q Barbecue, offering savory barbecue fusion dishes in homemade sauces. And when in Lambertville, visit Tavola Rustica for classic Italian dishes like pasta, veal, chicken, and their famous pizza. All 3 great restaurants are good.
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation. New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Welcome back to Cure Insurance Arena. Keith Noonan, Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher with you from Cure Insurance Arena. And Fish, before we get to anything, I just have to mention, Joe Drulis is over there doing the public address. He's phenomenal. He does a phenomenal job.
You think I'm going to say anything good about Joe Droulas? Nah, Joe's the best. Joe's the best. Joe was actually texting me some interesting stuff today, as a matter of fact, as I was trying to work at my Princeton tennis program job. He was talking about Luke Foley, who pitches for his baseball team.
He does.
Luke's the vice president of his class, the student government, member of the National Honor Society, going to Muhlenberg to play baseball as a pitcher.
Very nice.
And Joe just calls him a total winner, and we agree.
He is.
A lot of these kids that are out on the court tonight are winners. We've talked to a lot of them. We've watched them, and they're classy kids. I'm sure there's a few rotten eggs as there are anywhere else, anywhere. And in our little circle here, we're stuck with Nick Gallagher.
Nick Gallagher, an absolute veteran.
An absolute joy to be around.
At the Mercer County tournament. He just knows where to get the food. He's on time. Kid's unbelievable.
No, I mean, is that what his contribution is?
It's unbelievable. Well, he's on the camera.
Yeah, I know. Six games in
right.
24 hours.
And he's got it down pat.
But no, we really enjoy talking to these kids. That's part of the fun. It's not just watching these games. It's talking to these kids after, and they're such good kids. And anyway, let's get to the scoring for Notre Dame. Steve Spitalier with 13, Chris Vlahos with 5, Luke Foley with 4, Donovan Cottrell with 2, Irish shooting 9 for 23 from the field, 5 for 5 from the line. Just 3 turnovers from Notre Dame. That's pretty good. Trenton, a lot of guys have hit the scoring column. Brazil Fields and Devontae Hudson lead the way with 8. Antoine Bridget with 5, including his 1,000th. Congratulations to him again. Cab Goss with 5, Chris Wilson with 5, Demir Bailey has 3, and Calvin Moore has 3. And Flash, you said, what would Notre Dame say if they knew that Steisher Mathalier had 13 and didn't have a foul and you were still down 13? Well, let's throw another little thing into the mix. Mm-hmm. What would you also say if you told Tim Stevens his team is out rebounding Trenton 16-7?
My goodness.
16-7. That's pretty amazing because Trenton hits the boards pretty good. So, what on the flip side of that, if you told that to Darryl Young, or Darryl Williams as I like to call him, you gotta feel, wow, things are really going our way. But you know what? This is a total team effort by the Tornadoes right now, and I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on.
Okay. 37-24. As Fish gets everyone here set.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Let's get it going. Third quarter, and a Trenton turnover. Long pass ahead. Good pass. And Calvin Moore, the beneficiary, with a layup. Good passing from Trenton on the break. That's Trenton Central basketball right there.
Yes.
Antoine with the assist, the general. Luke Foley moves in, kicks it out into the corner. They'll pass up a 3, Will Cottrell. They work it down on the block, and tied up is Steisher. And with again, Calvin Moore.
Again, you see Steisher with the ball down low, and when he does that, it's like piranhas attacking. Like 2 or 3 guys seem to run over and say, all right, we got our chance. He's got the ball down here with us, and they go after it.
And a lot of times, it's that bounce pass that they get it into him. You'd much rather try to lob it up to him, right?
Right, exactly.
And that was a bounce pass right there.
Right, you can't put it all on him. He's catching the ball low. And before he even has a chance to get it up, there's another 3.
Wilson. As we mentioned before, he had a cold shooting night last night, but he's made his fair share tonight. Croce almost traveled, spinning around.
3 for 4 tonight is
Croce, wide open 3. Can't hit off the back iron. Chasing down the rebound is Calvin Moore. Good crossover move. Has Croce running in the other direction. Steps in, no look pass, Wilson with a finish, Deuce Moore. Incredible find. And a timeout immediately on the floor. Trenton 44, Notre Dame 24.
Yeah, and we've seen Trenton do this a lot of times when they start to really feel it and get into that rhythm. oh boy, they become just so tough to stop.
Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports here on WBCB. Go to 63 Butler Street for the rolls, deli meats, and the pastries. 63 Butler Street, place to go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties. You can check out the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. All new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, SUVs, all types of models. They've got the inventory ready for delivery. Hyundai of Trenton at 1655 North Holden Avenue in Ewing Township.
Trenton High looking for their first county tournament title since 2008. And if you don't think that sticks in their craw, you don't know Trenton High basketball, because this is a team that kind of owned the county for a long time. The emergence of Trenton Catholic, though, and Nottingham had some good teams, and Trenton actually had a few little down years for Trenton.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, 15 years. Is it 15? 23? Yeah, 15 years is a long time for Trenton not to win a county title.
Backdoor pass intercepted, taken away. Wilson comes away with it, but it was deflected by Moore. And Moore, flashy dribbling, kicks it to Devontae Hudson. Off back iron. Will not fall. Foley, the rebound and the long pass. More contact, no whistle. Another takeaway for Trenton. Shovels it to Wilson, who tried for the dunk, but it's no good. Antoine ends up with it and hits the elbow jump shot.
Well, it's all going Trenton's way right now.
And Wilson almost with another takeaway. This Trenton defense is just doing what we talked about, right? They're wreaking havoc. They're all over the floor. And Notre Dame not even getting crisp passes. They're struggling to hang on to the ball.
No, and when you play good defense like this, it almost forces, it doesn't force them, it almost causes them to be hesitant and start to think, oh, if I throw it here, they're going to go get it. If I throw it here, it's almost like they got to find a guy who's just wide open, because Trenton just seems to be everywhere. There's another turn. Oh, they got it right back.
Yep, bad pass by Wilson. Cottrell kicks it out. Foley, open three. Short, off the front iron, but a nice rebound and recovery and good bucket by Jake Croce. Jake Croce didn't shoot too much last night.
No, he didn't.
I'd like to see him get going. Trenton with the basketball, 46-26.
I think the Notre Dame coaches would agree with you.
Should we go down and ask them?
They'd like to, no, they're busy. I think they'd like to see anybody get going right now. They just can't get those shots to drop.
Bridget doesn't get the roll. Good rebound, flying into the air for Jake Croce. 4:40 to go, third quarter. It's been all Trenton this quarter. Give and go with Steischer. Vlahos for three. Misses everything.
He hit the run in the front of the rim.
Did he?
Yeah.
Grazed it. Bridget into the corner. And a double dribble on Wilson. Who had some trouble with the pass.
Smiling Abe wasn't smiling when he called that. He had a whistle in his mouth, so it might have been
That was,
hard.
for those of you that didn't join us for the Nottingham Notre Dame game, Don DeLeo was with us, and he told a story that he once got a technical by Smiling Abe, and a backcourt as Steischer stepped on the line, and Smiling Abe was smiling during it. So he is just, the nickname fits.
Yeah, because I said he called a T on forget who it was on, the Notre Dame bench or something, and I said, you think Abe was smiling when he called that T? Right. And Don said, I can attest that he does do that.
By the way, Don DeLeo's team, Heightstown, with an overtime 61-60 win over Princeton tonight. So congratulations to them.
Was that in the final of that?
That was.
Congratulations,
they are
Don.
MCI champions.
Yeah.
Our own Don DeLeo, WBCB's Don DeLeo.
We have
How's
adopted
that?
him. We have adopted Double D as one of our own. Sure, he's heard better news.
I'm definitely sure.
No,
I can attest to that.
He's texting
right
right now. No,
right.
no,
Yeah.
I am not one of you.
Steischer double teamed on the floor. Smiling Abe with the call. Baseline inbound for Notre Dame. Foley gets it in. Corner three. Bang! Big hit for Cottrell in the corner. Notre Dame needed that.
Well, they need a lot more. I mean, they've scored 5 straight, but they're still down 17, so they got to start making some headway here.
Hudson left open, tries a three, missed. Long pass, Croce out ahead of the field, got to take on Goss. Goss fouled him.
Well, there you go. Try and beat Trenton at their own game. Get a little transition action going on there. Look, Trenton is playing so well.
They are.
But I don't put it past Notre Dame to have the ability to climb back in this. But you got to start getting those stops on the defensive end. I mean, Trenton is just, they shot 13 for 20 in that first half.
Down low.
That's 65%.
Letelier in the lane, out to Croce for three. Got it!
Well, you wanted to see him get going. There you go.
Jake Croce.
Couple of threes in a row, and all of a sudden you're on an 8-0 run.
Breathe some life into the Notre Dame faithful. 46-32. Wilson left open out on the perimeter. Deuce Moore tries to move in on Foley. Steps in, 2 steps, and the bucket.
How pretty was that? I was thinking, no way. He took on like 3 or 4 defenders there. And, instead of going over him, he went under him. And the deuce was loose.
Foley, that's a three, in and out. Chris Wilson battled for the board, and a foul is called. A little bit of hold against the Irish.
See, that would have been a big 3 because you want to make a run like you did at 8-0, but then when Trenton makes a basket, you want to match it. You don't want to let Trenton respond with a run. So if you could have matched it, and then that would even actually overmatched it, it would have been a point extra. That you can have a run, then you can play a little even for a while, and then have another run, but you can't let Trenton come back and start going on their own run. I can't say run anymore. Running my mouth too much.
Inside, good feed from Antoine to Brazil Fields, who has 10 points.
There is that interior passing that we love so much that the Tornadoes do.
Antoine
so
Bridget
pretty.
Scoring his 1,000th point. Croce launches, miss, gets his own rebound, but he threw it right to Cade Goss. Stops, pops, money.
Yeah, now here come the Tornadoes. All that work that Notre Dame did to kind of slice into it is melting away.
Luke Foley over to Steesh, puts it on the floor, and a block is called.
I don't think Steesh has a personal on him yet.
Not sure if he does.
I'm not even going to guess.
We're not going to speculate.
Yeah, we'll get somebody. He got 5 or 4. What are you kidding? Game are you watching?
I think you're right, though.
No, I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
If he does, he's got 1.
Correct.
He can pick them up in a hurry. Sometimes he picks them up when he doesn't even have them.
Per us, yeah.
Yeah, per us.
That's the kind of dysfunction
yeah.
that happens when they don't put the fouls up on the board.
That's right. That's his first points of the second half for Steesh.
That's the thing. He's not gotten the ball much.
No. Well, we heard, Pup talked about it before the game, and we've talked about it before. If you can't handle a big man, try and handle the guards that get the ball to the big man.
Yep.
And if you make it tough for them, it's going to be tougher for him to get it.
Dylan Nelson in the game for Notre Dame. That's the first time for him. Into the corner, wide open 3. Bailey short off the front iron. Fight for the ball. And
Tough
Mathis.
rebound by Mathis.
Yeah. Was all over that.
I like Mathis.
Good, solid player.
Yeah. To have him coming off the bench.
I believe a timeout was granted to Tim Stevens, 32nd timeout. Trenton 52, Notre Dame 34. Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation family-owned business since 1920 with showrooms in Lawrenceville and in Yardley. Jammer provides sales, service, installation of all types of doors, garage doors, and openers. And they feature Rainer garage doors, and they're crafted for durability. And you can check out their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. And in Yardley by appointment, you can call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment.
And Trenton is up 18. Seems like a good amount, but I guarantee you, every time they're up by this amount, everybody up by this amount. See, you're showing me text while I'm trying to talk. Anytime they're up by this amount, Pup talks about Newark East Side. I guarantee it.
Probably. Luke Foley gives way to Steischer. He's double teamed down by the block and gets rid of it into the corner.
All right, DeLeo.
Yep. Foul as Steischer went up for the shot. So Fish is laughing because Don DeLeo has checked in, and he said he's proud to be a part of WBCB, even with Fish.
Well, I get to write a story about his team again.
That's great. That's a great response.
Yeah, that's a
I got to give you credit.
It's
Steischer misses the first from the stripe.
That's a good way for Hightstown to go into the States, though, you know?
Absolutely.
You get a little momentum going, stuff like that.
They lost 8 straight at one point, but now starting to figure some things out.
Right.
Steischer will be checked out, makes one at the line. 52-35, and 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Notre Dame with the full court pressure now. Nelson almost deflected it. They get it across the timeline.
That's risky business when you try to press Trenton.
Tamir Bailey gives to Fennell. And Trenton likes to hold in these spots.
Bailey is wide open. Oh, man.
And they get it down to him.
Foley saw him at the last second, scurried over, and ended up fouling him.
Bailey will shoot 2. When you look right now, I mean, the way this game is being called, as we expected, going to be physical, and only 2 fouls against Notre Dame and only 4 against Trenton. So they're letting these guys play.
But it's not out of control.
No, it's not.
Yeah. I'm sure if they saw it starting to get out of control, I mean, this is a veteran crew.
Yeah.
So if they see things starting to get a little out of control, as I said,
you think?
They would they would do so. They would probably start calling a little tighter.
Bailey's second shot. Up and perfect.
He's got 5.
Role players for Trenton shining bright tonight.
Yeah, they got, let's see, 10, 15 off the bench with Fields and Bailey.
Vlahos looking for some space. Over to Cottrell. 15 seconds. Down low, Steischer through contact, no whistle again. 8 seconds, Goss handling the ball. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Mercer County Championship. Goss steps in, kicks out. Bailey at the buzzer, way off.
Good execution, but didn't finish the play.
After 3, Trenton 54, Notre Dame 35. The 1 seed in Trenton, the 3 seed in Notre Dame. Can Notre Dame stage a comeback? Find out right after this. On to the fourth quarter. Back after this.
Here are 3 exceptional dining spots. PJ's Pancake House, bringing you the best pancakes since 1962, along with great burgers and sandwiches. More than just breakfast, PJ's Pancake House, with 4 locations in Mercer County. In Princeton, visit More Than Q Barbecue, offering savory barbecue fusion dishes in homemade sauces. And when in Lambertville, visit Tavola Rustica for classic Italian dishes like pasta, veal, chicken, and their famous pizza. All 3 great restaurants are good.
This is Angelo Onifrey, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back at Cure Insurance Arena, Keith Noonan, Rich Fisher, as we are about to begin the fourth quarter of play. Number 1 seed Trenton has the lead, 54-35 over 3 seed Notre Dame, who has made their money coming back in games, but this one looks much steeper than the other comebacks.
Let me tell you something. You want to talk about
Notre Dame throws it away.
You want to talk about a team effort. Listen to these scoring stats by Trenton. Moore 7, Bridget 7, Hudson 8, Goss 7, Wilson 10, Fields 10, and Bailey 5. How spread out and even is that across the way? Guys with 7, 8, and 10 all the way down the line.
Incredible. Gabe Goss walks it up, throws it across. Deuce Moore dribbling around. Notre Dame trying to pressure the ball. Wilson, another 3, in and out. Leaping up to grab the board is Chris Vlahos. The Irish trying to come back.
Well, they're not a lot. They better start making. They got to go on an honest-to-goodness run now. They can't chip away.
Floating shot by Steischer won't go. Trenton ball. Trenton has not won this tournament since 2008.
Yep, 15 years.
Darrell Young has not won it yet.
As a coach. He has won it as a player.
Well, you know he's thinking about that right now. Into the corner.
Yeah.
Goss hesitates, drives in, kicks out. Good pass down on the block, and it's Devontae Hudson with a finish. 56-35, ball knocked away, and a foul is called on Trenton.
That puts 3 tornadoes in double figures now. It's a clinic. I mean, there's no way to put it. It's a clinic. Sharing the ball, moving the ball around.
And it's been their defense. That's
a broken record.
It's been incredible.
It's always been their defense. I mean,
Vlahos.
I'll tell you, the Irish are pretty good at defense too.
They are.
But that shows you how good Trenton's playing right now.
Vlahos floater missed everything, went out of play.
You know, they scored 50 against them the first time. I think it was 50-41. They got 56 in this one. Like Tim said, they didn't have Goss the last time, but Notre Dame wasn't exactly healthy in that game either.
Goss for 3.
Speak of the devil.
No good. Pass up the floor. Croce, nice step-in move. 56-37. Irish need an abundance of stops right now.
Yeah.
6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, there you go. Double the ball, but
Hudson, one dribble, puts it up, missed, puts it back up, missed again. Croce with a nice rebound.
Croce doing a good job on the boards.
He is.
I can say that for a few Irish.
Antoine takes it away, anticipated the pass, 2-on-1. Good dish, but Wilson just dropped it.
Antoine kind of looked at Wilson like, man, what are you doing? Hands on hips.
I didn't mean to drop it.
Never see Antoine get like that.
He wanted to add that to the highlight reel tape.
Exactly, 1,000-point night.
Got it late in the first quarter on a couple of free throws. Croce steps into a 3, and he nails it. Good shot by Jake Croce.
Well, maybe he heard you say that you would like to see him do more.
I want to see him get going.
You have a lot of pull around here, Flash.
I try. Goss gets trapped. Good pass. Moore in the corner. And he throws it away. Cottrell ends up with it. One-on-one. Goss on Foley. And another foul on Cape Goss. He had a similar play earlier in the game where he did the same thing. Just tried to go for the ball and got the wrist instead.
Got the wrist instead. Well, better than giving them a layup.
And another timeout on the floor.
Foley will step back to the line for the first time since that.
On the same side of the floor, yep.
Yeah, incredible game last night. I mean, I was nervous when after he missed that first one. I was just nervous for the kid. I'm like, oh, I mean, well, you never want to see anybody, especially a high school kid, miss two free throws with a chance to win the game. And that's not saying I'm rooting for Ewing to lose the game. I'm just rooting for a kid to not feel horrible.
Right.
And, you know, you're almost like, come on, kid, you can do it.
Introducing a new business in Trenton is Be Suited by Evan Harris, proudly located in downtown Trenton at 127 North Broad Street. Be Suited provides selling and consulting on cutting-edge fine clothing and menswear. Be Suited offers quality sweatsuits to custom men's suits and fine accessories. Be Suited also offers custom tailored tuxedos for the prom season and provides tailoring and alterations. Be Suited open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 to 5. And again, that's at 127 North Broad Street in downtown Trenton. If you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Foley to the line. Not quite as much drama on these two.
No, but very necessary, that's
yes.
for sure.
56-41, Trenton under 5 minutes away from the first title in 15 years in this tournament. Foley just falls off the rim. Skips it across to Cade Goss.
See Bob Fusick and Freddie Fauci down there. And those guys, I said it last night, I'm seeing them more now than when they coached here. Former Trenton Catholic boys and girls coach.
Hudson moves inside. Oh!
Oh, you kidding me?
Nothing but netted.
Me?
Almost missed the net.
Oh,
what
man.
a shot by Hudson.
Well, you'll win a game of horse with that one.
Nice shot by Cottrell, baseline. 58-43. Trenton players tied up but still come away with it. Moore shovels. Hudson missed the floater short. Ricochets back out. And a blocking foul. Dylan Nelson of Notre Dame. Just seemed like the loose balls in this one, Fish, went Trenton's way, and it helped them gain a bunch of extra possessions.
And you know what? That's something that Notre Dame does really well, get loose balls.
And there you go.
Notre Dame scraps and scraps. They're usually the loose ball getting team.
Foley, through contact, missed the shot. Deuce Moore tried to skip it into the corner, but it's kicked away by Cottrell. 3:45 to go. Mercer County championship game.
Has not been the knockdown drag out we expected, as Trenton took control at the end of the first quarter and has been playing with a double figure lead most of the game after Notre Dame had a 9-7 lead.
Deuce Moore lost the handle, picked up by Antoine. Not a good pass by Bridget.
No.
Throw it to the feet of Chris Wilson.
No, he's not going to look at Wilson now and put his hands on his hips.
No, it'll be the opposite this time.
Yeah.
And Deuce Moore looked over and said something to Chris Wilson, and he pointed to his shoes. So evidently Deuce Moore wasn't thrilled with Chris Wilson, but that certainly was not on him.
Right. 3:15 left, 15 points to make up for Notre Dame. This is mission almost impossible right now.
Got to start now. Mathelier back in the game. Foul.
Well, get to the line, stop the clock.
Mathelier started off on fire, and Trenton has done a nice job to kind of bottle him up. Rolls around everything and falls.
Yeah, that was a tantalizer.
Can you imagine if that happened last night to Foley's second free throw?
Oh. What, you mean if it did that and then went in?
Correct.
Oh my God! This place, that would have seemed that would have seemed like the longest 45 minutes of Foley's life.
Right. 45 minutes.
That's how long it would have seemed like it took for it to go down. All right, 13 points. Get a turnover, get a 3. You got it to 10. That's not daunting.
Nope.
It's not
Still
good,
time.
but it's not daunting.
A couple of ticks over, 3 minutes left in the game. Goss being pressured, trying to fight through it.
There you go.
And he does. Wilson back to Goss. Goss backing out.
He's so little, it's hard to get him. He keeps that ball low to the ground. There he goes.
And a foul.
Shades of Greg Grant.
How tall was Greg Grant?
I don't know. I make him shorter every time I talk about it. 5'6", something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll ask him next time I see him.
Got to think Cave is around there. Maybe a touch shorter. Trenton still with it after the foul. Bridget into the corner. There's another foul. Smiling Abe with an emphatic call on that one.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's going to second guess that guy.
No. How could you? He's smiling at you.
Yeah, it kills you with kindness. I wonder if the coaches never yell at him because he's always just so happy. Oh, the guy's a good guy. Yeah, yeah right.
I still see people yell at him.
I said that very tongue-in-cheek.
Yes. 2:37 to play. Trenton with a 58-45 lead, trying to finish things off. Wilson over to Antoine.
Notre Dame is, oh boy.
Wilson, high to the rim,
What a
puts
great
in the
find.
layup.
What a great find by Antoine Bridget.
The general.
It all worked out that time.
And the 1,000-point scorer. We could start to talk about him in that vein now.
Yes.
He's earned it. Lob pass into the paint. Good finish by Croce. They got to have this pressure on. 2:05 left to go. Mercer County Championship.
Croce with
Antoine throws it away. Almost hit Kyle Franco. You see him down there?
No, I see him sitting there now, but I didn't know it almost hit him.
Oh, yeah.
Did he flinch?
No, it was about 2 feet to his right.
Was he taking a picture?
I think he just brought it down.
Oh, okay. So he didn't have time to flinch.
I don't think so. That could have been bad. Cottrell back down to Steischer. Moves in. Falling away. Missed the shot short. 145. Trenton fans
starting to feel it. Yeah, yep. Feel me a Coke.
Passing it around.
Up on their feet.
Yep.
Notre Dame not fouling.
They're not going to foul.
No. They're just trying to double up on it.
Layup good. The other 1,000-point scorer, Devontae Hudson, with a finish. He had 20 last night in the victory.
He's got 14 tonight.
Cottrell stops, pops the three, missed it short, gets his own rebound, no whistle. 1:04. Long pass. Devontae for the exclamation point.
There it is. If there was ever a doubt, there is no more doubt.
64-47.
Oh,
how about another exclamation point? Alley-oop. Wilson just missed.
Showtime.
Vlahos with a layup on the other end.
Tornadoes want to have a little, conventional wisdom says pull it out and run the clock. Trenton wanted to have a little fun there.
And look at Daryl Young.
Yeah, he's happy.
His first as a coach. He's going to be a Mercer County tournament champion on the bench.
And they do not want to stop here. They want to be playing in that state final, that's for sure.
They made it all the way to the Group 4 sectional, and they lost to a great Marlboro team, and I mean great. They won a similar amount of games that Trenton has already won. I believe they had 25 wins going into that game. I think they were 25-3.
Last year?
Yeah, Marlboro was.
I think Trenton's #1 in power points, right? They should have the...
No, I was talking about last year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about this year. They're the top seed, right?
They are, yes.
So they'll be home.
Marlboro, I believe, is 7th this year. Their coach left, and it's going to be interesting, but the road is going to go through Trenton as the #1 seed. They're going to have home games.
Right.
And they can try to do it at home. Well, they will have to do it at home.
And now you have Notre Dame, who's going to go on the road, but, you know,
Yeah.
they played a tough schedule over the Christmas time. They played St. Rose, a state-ranked team. I think they played Red Bank Catholic. Let me look up what they've done.
Trenton.
Because they won't play St. Rose in the tournament because St. Rose is non-public B.
Right. Trenton just has to dribble it out. Got knocked away by Nelson.
Oh, Flash, you're standing up, I see.
Sat down for a while.
Yeah.
Bridget.
Well, kudos to the point guard and Nick Gallagher for doing all 6 of these games.
Absolutely. Kudos to Trenton. 5 seconds left. Cade Goss just trying to dribble it out.
Having fun. He probably look at that.
For the first time since 2008, the Trenton Central Tornadoes are Mercer County tournament champions.
And Cade Goss couldn't wait to heave that ball in the air as soon as he heard the buzzer sound. And hey, look, we love Notre Dame. We love the way they're playing. We love their grit. But you got to be happy for this Trenton High team because these are guys that have had growing pains. They played as freshmen. They had some struggles back then. They've grown. They've gotten better. They deserve this. They have played a great season. Not over yet. You know, the best part, the best part, 0.20, whatever you call it, 2.0 is coming up. And look, they were down 9-7. They made a few adjustments. They got things going a little bit. They took that lead at 19-12 at the end of the half, build on it with an early run in the second quarter, and never let that lead get under double figures. Never. It was always between 12 and 17, 18 all the way. Never ever gave Notre Dame a chance to get back in it. And good for Trenton High, good for Pup, good for all these guys, all these seniors that have, you know, gone through some heartbreak coming up here. And hey, good for Notre Dame getting to the finals. All the credit in the world to that team. 16-9 now. I was just saying, they played some tough teams too. They played CBA, who was in non-public A. Only lost to them by 3 points. So, you know, they're going to be a tough out in that state tournament. You mark my words.
They played great, and they're playing their best basketball of the season now. And you watch the players pause for a photo, and the coaches and Daryl Pup Young hugging his staff, which includes Antoine Bridget's father, who watched his son hit a milestone that not a ton of parents get to see their kids do and score 1,000 points.
Right. Yeah, his dad one of 18 assistants on Pup's bench.
Sharon Grady out there, the athletic director for Trenton, going out there, grabbing a trophy And we'll find out from the great Joe Droulis, who the MVP will be.
What do you think, Devontae?
So tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, with the team effort like they had tonight.
You give it to Daryl Young. I mean, the team just, you said it before, complete team effort, and they could ride this wave right into the state tournament as well.
Before we start the trophy presentation, let's give a big round of applause to both Trenton and Notre Dame. What a great game, great effort. Special shout out to our media outlets for such great coverage, Trentonian, NJ.com, and WBTV. Thanks for the great coverage.
Oh, thanks for the shout out, Joe.
Joe's the best.
The Sportsman Trophy winner is #1, Notre Dame, Luke Foley.
Luke Foley wins the sportsmanship trophy, and you laid it out from Joe's text to you and that game that he had last night. Nobody's more deserving.
Right.
Take a couple of pictures. Well done by Luke Foley. Tim Stevens out to give him a hug.
Next award is the MVP trophy winner. From the high, #4, Devontae Hudson.
And it is Devontae Hudson, and I can't argue with that. 14 points tonight. Big name last night. I mean, it's not all about scoring, but Devontae also plays hard on defense and everything else.
Oh. You know, I was fascinated to read in an article that I read this morning about that win last night at Hamilton West, and he talked about the first time those two met and how he hung his head and he struggled, but he didn't do that last night.
Nope.
2023 Boys Mercer County Tournament champions, the Trenton High School Tornadoes.
There's the team trophy, and what a job Daryl Pup Young has done.
Yep.
From last year to this year. I mean, he took a team that was not very experienced in the state playoffs and everything else, and what a run they went on that we talked about a little bit before. And now he's going to have to, and he has had to, manage these expectations of them being the team to beat. And they're going to be the team to beat in their section again.
Yep.
And that is tough to do, so what a job he's done. All the credit to him. I said it last year, what a job. And I'll say it again right now as he gets to celebrate, finally, at long last, his first Mercer County Tournament championship as a coach.
Sorry, I'm tweeting. Yep, all good stuff. Good tournament. I agree with the other coaches, though. I'd like to see this thing go back to 16 teams. Chance for some upsets, chance for guys to play for some stuff. But you know what? We had a pretty good tournament here. Got to say, thought we'd have a tighter game here, but you got to give all the credit in the world to the High. They were absolutely dominant, and I'm signing off. I'll see you next week for the States.
All right. Great job, Rich Fisher. Always fun to be alongside him for these events. And the Mercer County Tournament champions are the High of Trenton. The Tornadoes just putting on a clinic, playing their style, their brand of basketball under Daryl Pup Young. And give a lot of credit to Notre Dame and Tim Stevens. He was an assistant last year for the Irish, taking over the program this year. And what a job he's done in just his first season at the helm. Taking a talented group of guys all the way to the finals, but falling short here, and he can move on to focus on the state playoffs as the Tornadoes will in a few days, maybe even tomorrow. They'll have to turn the page, but they're going to enjoy this for the moment. Trenton 64, Notre Dame 49, Mercer County Tournament champions, Trenton Central High School. Thanks to the sponsors that made all of these broadcasts possible, specifically this one, Capital Health System, Holdeman Ford Subaru, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, New Jersey Education Association, Notre Dame High School, as well as the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the Trentonian, Henry J. Austin Health Center, as well as Capital Area YMCA, the Italian People's Bakery, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, Be Suited, as well as Mako and Ewing. Thanks to our crew, Brian O'Neill, who produced all these live streams during this tournament. Nick Gallagher, who was on the camera for all of these live streams. Big shout out to him as well. For my broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, this is Keith Noonan saying so long from Cure Insurance Arena. It has been an absolute privilege to give you these coverage here on WBCB, and we'll talk to you during the state tournament right here on the WBCB Sports Network.